Field in Chicago. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Chicago Bears. The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go from Soldier Field. On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Fields now to throw. Montgomery hauling in the slant pass. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. Shifts past him at the 45. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Montgomery back to the ground. And he's got it to about the 40.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, 40 yards. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Dominique Robinson, the one who got in there to drop him.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Lance and company going on 4th down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Oh, nice move. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Fields. Being chased down, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Samson Abukum just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground. Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Lance now to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. Lance on target to Samuel for a Niner first. Now Lance. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance, and they'll work this down inside the 30.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Throwing on first down is Lance. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 15 yards. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 5 as they are now on the board here in the first half.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Now a first down throw, Fields. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the...
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 30 yards. And the Niners have taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Fields on first down. This pass on target, Velus Jones with it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Get the ball. Right there.
Now it's Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. To throw again on second down. Fields. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the Niners will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Lance. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the 1st half.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 44. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 15-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Play action. Now it's Lance. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Lance to throw for it on 4th down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is going to have the Niners' 1st down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On now, the Bears' all-time leading scorer, Robbie Gould, kicking against his former team. The kick by Gold is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Rip right. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Check tight.
Off play action, Fields. He'll buy some time right. And that one on the money to Claypool downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. So no gain on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now a run with McCaffrey. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Here's Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Fields throw there, hauled in by Claypool. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll go with the option, coming right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Montgomery going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. 2nd and goal from the 1. They try again with Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery punching it in from a yard away. And the Bears have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. They're going to try and run for it. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Lance. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Oh, he fakes a spike. And this is caught. So he fakes the spike, and they get the touchdown. Deebo Samuel with time running out. And the Niners answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our... Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. All eyes on Fields. That's complete to Mooney. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And one last throw here for Fields. This to possibly force OT. And this is incomplete, so no miracles here on the final play, and this ball game is over. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield.